Welcome to our Yobu channel where we empower through education. Join us as we delve into the realms of human rights and legal matters, advocating for justice and equality for all. While in some places female ejaculation is being worshipped, in some other places it's seen as a problem.
The chief imam here preaches that FGM is enshrined in Islamic law and that genital mutilation is good for women. Why?
Because I know that women who have a clitoris suffer from an irritating itching. They want to scratch it all the time. And what's more, it makes a woman leak water from her private parts.
I've had a clitoris for 60 years, and this has never happened to me.
Well, you are therefore an exception among women.
One thing that is similar in both videos is the fact that men seems to be the major determinant of what a female body ought to look like. Today we'll be talking about female genital mutilation, and just to make it clear, some people call it female genital mutilation, why some people call it female genital circumcision, and why some people call it female genital cutting. It is important for me to inform you about it so that whenever you come across it, you know that we are actually talking about the same thing. I think one of the problems with these harmful practices is the secrecy with which it is done, which leads to lack of awareness. So a lot of people don't even know this is happening. A lot of people think these things are happening maybe far north or somewhere far away from them, but that is not true, because somebody close to you have actually been mutilated but might not be able to say it, or will not even know that they have undergone that process until they hear about it or until they get educated about it. That is how unaware people are about these harmful traditional practices. As a lawyer, I actually got to know about female genital mutilation in my final year in the university, because it was actually my project topic. And the first time I came across it, my first reaction was like, why is it a problem? I mean, if men are being circumcised, if boys are being circumcised, so why is female circumcision a problem? So that's the first reaction. And any time that I bring this topic up with other people, that is always the first response, like, why is it a problem? If the men are being circumcised, why is female genital circumcision or mutilation or cutting a problem? And these are the things we'll be discussing in this video. The World Health Organization defined female genital mutilation as the partial or total removal of the external female genitalia or other injury to the female genital organ for non-medical reasons. The World Health Organization recognizes 4 types of female genital mutilation. The type 1, which involves the partial or total removal of the clitoral gland. The type 2, which involves the partial or total removal of the clitoral glands and the labia minora, with or without the removal of the labia majora. The type 3, often referred to as infibulation, which involves the narrowing of the vaginal opening with the creation of a covering seal. The type 4, which involves all other harmful procedures to the female genitalia for non-medical purposes. The difference between male circumcision and female genital mutilation includes the fact that in male circumcision there is some evidence that male circumcision may provide medical benefit. More important is the fact that there is little evidence of significant harm on physical or psychological health. Studies have shown that male circumcision leads to decreased risk of HIV acquisition, other sexually transmitted infections, and urinary tract infections. On the other hand,
of course, I'm a circumcised female. We just have sex to satisfy our partner. Of course, I'm a circumcised female. Doing the do is painful instead of being sweet. Of course, I'm a circumcised female. Getting wet is a problem, maybe 0%. Of course, I'm a circumcised female. I don't know what it feels like to get to orgasm.
Female genital mutilation results to a lot of psychological and physiological health hazards in women. It can lead to severe bleeding, birth complication, trauma, high risk of HIV, and can lead to death. It is a form of sexual abuse with zero benefits. Female genital mutilation is a gross violation of these women and girls' right to dignity of human person and right to life, because in most cases it can lead to death. We must not forget that women and girls are human first and as such are entitled to all human rights that exist. It's been 9 years since the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015 has been passed into law, and not a single person has been prosecuted for female genital mutilation. Does this mean that female genital mutilation has been eliminated? Far from it. A recent report by UNICEF shows that over 230 million girls and women have undergone female genital mutilation, and that Africa alone accounts for 144 million of these victims.
There are sections of Muslims, hundreds of thousands of them in this country, who believe that female circumcision is sunnah. It constitutes a core element of their religious conviction. They have a right to the exercise of that religious conviction.
In Gambia, there have been moves by the House of Rep to repeal the act that prohibits female genital mutilation in Gambia, and I am joining voice with all female genital mutilation advocates all over the world to say no to this. Female genital mutilation is a gross violation of the human rights of women and girls and should not be condoned in any civilized society. Thanks for watching. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stand up for what is right, and together we can create a just and equitable world for all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on legal matters and human rights.